Okay, go.
All right, and action.
Plan for today. Good work, team. Action. This is the great thing about this sport. This is your office every day.
I feel like we've gone on a journey together.
Yeah.
Ellen is very good at good athletes, good people. And it's about being a good athlete, but just being a good, well-rounded person. So thank you for letting me try to be both.
It inspires me every day to work with people like Tara. It's just amazing. So.
Oh, thank you. I think Ellen's really good at reading personalities. I think she knows what each individual athlete needs to perform well. For me, I think she knows, and I like to keep things light and have a lot of fun.
So she is a coach who really cares about the athlete as a whole. It's just much more of an enjoyable experience to come down every morning knowing that the person driving you cares about what you're doing in your whole life, not just in your sporting.
You look great.
We started doing daily vlogs, and it was just this funny thing that we would do during our Paris campaign, that we would, just film, be like, this is how the session went, and we'd make a joke. And I thought she was sending them on to her family. At the end of the campaign, she revealed, she was like, oh no, I just knew that you loved doing them, and so I was doing them to make you laugh.
They're always very funny, but it was about trying to bring some joy and fun to the process.
You'll be on the water with Ellen and she'll tell, she can see if something's just out, if your lengths are a centimetre out, or she wants you to sit up just a tiny bit further. Having a really good eye for that just makes such a difference once you get on the world stage. Even those little small things can push you even further.
I call it the technical wizard. I think that's really rare to get that, and the psychological safety that she creates in training, but also the tough, gentle nudge that you need as well.
There's something very wrong with that statistic because, women coach, women teach, women develop people. They have ambition, they sit in leadership spaces, and to think that they, for some reason, aren't in that space in high-performance sport, that's not right. We do bring something different to the coaching space. We bring another part of coaching that's a little bit more holistic. After the Sydney Olympics, I had my first child, and that completely changed my worldview of coaching. Before that stage, I was coaching really to achieve my goals as an athlete and then as a coach. Once I had kids, my view of the world really changed, and from that moment on, my coaching was then about developing people. So when I did have my first child, my contract at the club ended. Because I was a first-time mum, they decided that I wouldn't know whether I could coach or if I could coach and how that would go. It was something that actually made me really angry because it took my decision away from me when my passion was coaching. And sure, I had a young child, but all I'd wanted to do was coach. There's so many assumptions within our society, there's so many biases. I've been so lucky to be involved in a number of AIS programs. It started with the Podium Coach program. That program was really life-changing for me. I felt like at that stage I was hitting loads of barriers, and it was the first time that I realised that I have control over my own narrative. More recently, I've been to the Women's Summit, and it was really interesting because I found that being able to share in a group of women, you're sharing at a deeper level because you're sharing with other women that are going through the same experiences, but that really understand you on a much deeper level. Diversity in coaching is really important for perspective, how you problem solve challenges, being able to reach different types of athletes.
I think that caring side could really benefit male athletes to kind of show that vulnerability. And it can be really hard to open up about how you're feeling and your worries, especially when you go on the big stage overseas. I think people like Ellen are making such a big difference here at our centre.
And it would be great to see some more female coaches starting to follow in Ellen's footsteps.
Success in 2032 is having more women in that space. For so many years we've had 10%, 15% in the high performance coaching space. To be able to shift that dial would be a real achievement for Australian sport.